When trust fails, even the loudest stadium can fall silent. Maybe you've never stopped to think about it, but every pitch in baseball carries the weight of an entire season. A save defended in mid-July might be what separates a fan from a happy October, or from another scar that will burn in memory. And that's why today, we need to open our hearts and talk about who is shaking the Dodgers fans' hearts. Tanner Scott, the man who came to close doors but has left too many windows open. And I know, everyone has an opinion. Some think it's just a rough patch, that the All-Star break will work miracles. Some defend an immediate trade before things get worse. But before choosing a side, let's take a deep breath and travel together through this story. Because talking about the bullpen is talking about moments, memories, and even traumas that every fan carries. But hey, before continuing, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Because every click from you helps keep alive this family of fans who don't shy away from difficult conversations. Here, no one hides when the game tightens. And if you, like me, have already seen a save turn into a loss on the last hit, you know there is no baseball without drama. Let's start with the obvious. Tanner Scott has not delivered what he promised. The 4.09 ERA over 44 innings is not a number for a reliable closer. To make things worse, he's given up 8 home runs, already the most he's allowed in a full season, and we're only halfway through the schedule. It's as if every time he takes the mound, the fans hold their breath. And it's not just the ball leaving the bat and disappearing. It's the frequency. His strikeouts per 9 innings is the lowest since 2020. A closer who can't strike batters out is an invitation to chaos. And the numbers don't lie. Scott leads the MLB in blown saves, with 7 saves flying down the drain. In a tight division like the West, that makes a huge difference. Want a parallel? Think of Jonathan Broxton back in 2010. The guy was a war machine, intimidating a heavy arm. But his confidence broke overnight after some traumatic hits, and the bullpen collapsed. The team had to shuffle pieces, seek reinforcements, improvise with whoever was available. And that, my friend, broke the psyche of an entire generation. Even today, when Broxton is mentioned, many fans get chills down their spines. And here's the question. Do you remember another time when one of our closers turned into a villain so fast? Write in the comments, because every memory counts. That's how we understand that the past is coming back or not. Of course, some say, look at his FIP. It's actually below normal. It's bad luck. And indeed, some advanced stats suggest Scott may have been betrayed by small defensive errors or a line drive that passed inches from a glove. That happens. But you can't ignore that part of the bad luck feeds off mental command issues. And if there is one position where psychology rules, it's closer. A mid-inning pitcher can make mistakes. The lineup has time to respond. But the closer, my friend, can't fail. One mistake, and the game is over. Ask Kenley Jansen from 2019 Nationals Playoffs Game 5. Everyone remembers. It's a wound that reopens every time a save slips away. And there's more. Scott is no ordinary player. He was brought in to provide stability precisely in a sector the Dodgers have painfully learned cannot falter. Who doesn't remember 2017? Wade Davis almost came but didn't. Tony Watson held it together, Morrow too. But in the final game against the Astros, well, let's not go there. Some ghosts are better left undisturbed. The truth is, the bullpen has always been a two-faced coin for us. At times, we had legendary names. Remember Eric Gagne in 2003? The man was a machine, 55 consecutive saves. He won the Cy Young as a reliever, something rare. A monster. The fans were sure of victory when he entered. Today, that feeling seems like an urban legend. Who here wouldn't give anything to feel that stomach-churning confidence again? And if you look at other teams, it's the same story. Mariano Rivera, with the Yankees, defined what it means to be a closer. A living legend, a deadly cutter. Playoffs without blinking. The Mets, well, the Mets have always been an example of a bullpen that opens holes when it's needed most. Just look at Edwin Diaz in recent years. One year he's a hero, the next injured or missing. So where does Scott fit? In the unlucky streak or the start of a dangerous cycle. This is where the cold part of analysis comes in. The All-Star break might be the reset he needed. Work on mechanics, adjust spin rate, strengthen mentality. But is that enough? Because on the other side, the calendar waits for no one. The trade window is open, and those who sleep lose. Do you believe in redemption? Because I ask you, Is it easy to fix Tanner Scott or go after a Josh Hader, a Jordan Romano, or another impact closer who can change the locker room mood? The cost isn't just money. It's good prospects leaving. And if there's one thing we've learned from Friedman, it's that the Dodgers don't burn the farm system for whim. And don't forget, part of what makes this team what it is today is precisely that structure. A heavy payroll, yes, but also a technical staff that works miracles with those in a slump. The 2020 bullpen, the year of the shortened title, was full of arms nobody trusted. Buster Gratterall, Victor Gonzalez, all guys who showed up when it counted most. So why not believe Tanner Scott could be that comeback? How about giving credit to someone who has already shown his worth? Because he has talent. The left arm, the velocity, the slider that has left many batters dizzy. It's still there. It just needs to click. The question is it worth waiting? Or are we paying to watch another October crumble because of a blown save? Tell me, if it were you, would you trade him? Hold him? Who would you put in Scott's place if you had to improvise within the roster? Some point other bullpen names. Evan Phillips, for example, is solid, but can you put the pressure of closer on everyone? Not every reliever wants or can handle the ninth inning. It's more psychological than physical, believe me. And look at the scenario. The starting rotation also faces challenges. Clayton Kershaw dealing with injury schedule, young pitchers feeling the weight, bullpen overloaded. It's a house of cards, my friend. One wasted save here messes everything up down the line. And the question for all of us, fans, remains, is it worth blowing the payroll on a big name? Or trust a culture that made the Dodgers a model franchise, rebuilding those who seem lost? Meanwhile, every game is an emotional Russian roulette. You sit down to watch 9 innings, a 1-run lead, and here comes Tanner Scott. Strike 1, strike 2, suddenly, home run, and there goes the roar of the stadium turning into a sigh. Isn't that how it is? And all this happens because baseball is beautiful. It's dramatic. It's unpredictable. A save defended today can be the spark that saves a season. A save blown tomorrow can become trauma for decades. So I'll end with an invitation. Open your heart in the comments. Say, do you trust Scott? Which historic closer did you respect most on the Dodgers? Do you think October will forgive or demand this high ERA? Because this discussion is ours. It's for those who cheer, suffer, and come back the next day. This is the blue soul that makes the stands pulse. And whatever the front office's decision, hold Scott, trade him, improvise, one thing is certain. This story will still be told, whether as redemption or as a warning that trust isn't bought. It's built. Will this wound heal soon or echo through generations?